New tonight, a Spokane Valley man is now suing the city's police department and one of its officers, saying they violated his rights during an October 2023 arrest. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy sat down with his attorneys, who call the entire situation discriminatory and dehumanizing.
Josh Clark doesn't have any contact with law enforcement. Self-described himself to me and Tim as a pro-cop, pro-law enforcement individual. Never had any negative experiences with them, and then here we are.
October 2023. Josh Clark was sitting in his mom's car outside their Spokane Valley home. Spokane Valley Officer Sam Turner parks behind him, then opens Clark's car door.
How you doing, sir?
Deb,
Your name Willie?
No.
No?
Josh was following the rules, his attorneys say, having a morning cigarette outside, no smoking allowed in his apartment.
Okay, you got your ID with you?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look-see at that.
No. There's no reason for it.
His police report shows Officer Turner was looking for someone trespassed from the complex, someone with a warrant, someone who wasn't Josh Clark.
The only similar characteristic that I'm able to identify between that suspect and Mr. Clark is their status as an African American.
Attorneys Josh Maurer and Tim Note have now filed a federal civil rights lawsuit. They say Officer Turner had no legal reason to stop Clark and no legal reason for what he did next.
Who are you?
My name is Josh.
Josh what?
No.
Okay, how about a car for me,
No.
Mr. Josh?
Officer Turner's report says Clark, from underneath him, wrapped his left arm around his neck. I felt Clark was trying to choke me out, he wrote. He punched Clark in the back of the head, writing he wanted to stop Clark from assaulting him.
Give me your hand. You brought my neck up.
And so the reality of the video does not in any way match the fantasy of the report.
Clark was charged with obstructing, resisting arrest, and assaulting an officer.
A particularly egregious charge. One of the reasons why it is so offensive is it is on a discrete list of felonies that can never be vacated. If you are convicted of assaulting a police officer, you are a felon for life.
That wasn't the only thing he was charged with in this case, was it?
In this case, the officer decided to also charge him with criminal trespass in the second degree, alleging that he was illegally on the premises of the Hometowne studios.
He lives here. What's the issue?
I'm conducting
All charges were later dropped by Spokane County prosecutors.
Turn around, face the car. Turn around, face the car. Don't.
Maurer and Note are also suing over this incident in the valley. Spokane County Sergeant Clay Hilton was eventually fired and charged with assaulting Kevin Hinton. Hilton's set to stand trial in June for beating Hinton for being in a park after hours, just 2 months before Clark's arrest.
Mr. Hilton would have been placed on leave earlier in the week.
Spokane County Sheriff's Office oversees Valley PD. A spokesperson said they couldn't comment on pending litigation, and as of Thursday afternoon, the county hadn't been served with the lawsuit.
We have the same department, the same leadership, the same cavalier use of power against citizens who were doing nothing wrong. This is a cultural problem.
What?
That's the real injury, Mr. Clark. He was dehumanized.
Shannon Mowdy,
And that's not something that ever goes away.
KREM 2 News.